What's the deal, YouTube? Hey, you locked in with your boy Successory for another episode of Hustle Talk with Hustle Logic, man. Let's get to it, man. Hey, check it. So, hope y'all's feeling the New Year's video, man. It's a few days after New Year's, man, and I'm on a extreme runner's high. But let me know how y'all New Year's went, man. Comment down below. Did you pop bottles? Was you at the club, man? Did you get that New Year's kiss? How you know everybody like to get a New Year's kiss? You know, what y'all have going on, man? Let me know something, man. I want to get to know the people a little bit more, man. What y'all like to do when y'all go out? How do y'all like to celebrate New Year's? Do you make New Year's resolutions? Are you a new year, new me kind of person? Let me know, man. Comment down below. Excuse me, and let me see something, man. So get a little bit of water, man. I got a special one for y'all today. Hey, look, so, you know me, man. Look, this Hustle Logic. So everything we talking about it's gotta tie in with the grind, man. It's gotta tie in with the hustle some kind of way. So I want y'all to also let me know too, what are some of your own personal hustles. Now, remember, hustle doesn't have to mean, or hustler doesn't mean you're doing something illegal. You know, we don't promote any of that. Strictly legit over here, speaking for myself. But what do you do to hustle, man? You know, do you work 2 jobs, got a side hustle? Are you an entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur? You own multiple businesses. You have different types of passive income, residual income. What kind of hustles do y'all have, man? And let me know, what is your favorite hustle? So if you have multiple hustles, which one is your favorite? Which one do you really believe is your passion, and that you just really working your other hustles so that you can really just do that one? You know, what is it that you love? Tell me down below what y'all love, man, because today we're going to be talking about desire. Okay, y'all know that is the forefront of even being able to start hustle and get into hustling. You know, what are you hustling for? You know, what are you hustling for? I was thinking about that today, and I was working with a client, and man, this house is like a 100-year-old house, but it's the size of probably like a small commercial building, if we're being real. And you know, I'm a boiler man, and a plumber, so I'm looking at the boiler, running over some things, and he tells me, hey, the house is over 100 years old. And it was something that had kind of went on that was like in my mindset. Very cool customer though, man. Real cool guy. But I went outside, I can't remember exactly what it was in my mind, but I started thinking too, just like, dang, man, what if I didn't know what I was doing here? Or what if I really hated what I did, man, and I had to be forced to be here and, you know, kind of put up a front? And I started thinking like, man, what is it that I would really want if I didn't have my career that I have now, or the visions that I have now, to better, you know, to be a better version of myself. And so I started thinking back like, man, where did I get my burning desire from? What was it that kicked in for me? And I don't have, unlike most people, I really don't have. So I'm gonna put it like this. Let me just break it down like this. You or somebody you know, I'm sure, man, you had the friend that was probably addicted to video games. You had the friend that was addicted to hanging out with the girl, getting girls. You had the friend that was addicted to sports, football, basketball, baseball, whatever. You had the workout, you know, obsession kind of person. They're growing up, you know, I had so many friends, and man, all my friends had different types of obsessions. Even now, my closest partners, man, all right, let me go back. So even now, my closest partners, they still have certain obsessions like from their childhood. Still lock in on the game, streaming, fishing, whatever it may be. Me, I never really had an obsession like that. Like, I was good at the game, but the game was something I get off from school. I play the game till it's time to go to school the next day. I wasn't like that. Sports, played sports all through high school. Wasn't ever, you know, too highly invested in that. So I started thinking like, man, what is my obsession? And on some real shit, man, being real with y'all, my obsession has always been to be successful, getting paid, man. Like I've been obsessed with being wealthy for, you know, a much longer half of my life. And that started when I got when I first started touching some money, man. Like, very first time I started touching some money, going back to about, man, I had my first job at 15, but I really think it kicked in, and I didn't notice at the time because I was too young to really kind of process what it was. And that's all fucked up. I couldn't really process at the time what it was, but I was 8 years old, man. I remember being in New Jersey, and I came up with the idea. I don't know where I even saw this from. Duct tape wallets, man. I started making duct tape wallets, and I was hustling duct tape wallets between my family, friends, and other people within the neighborhood up in Jersey. Then when I came back home here to Detroit after the summer, you know, I was up there visiting my family. When I came back to Detroit at the time, I was selling wallets again. Then I had family down south as well too, so I was down south, you know, selling wallets again. So I've always been, and I'm talking door to door, bro, with it. Like, I was all right, you want to buy it? Bet. On to the next one. Hey, I ain't had no pitch. I couldn't even tell you what the pitch was, man. Oh my God, it's probably god awful. But hey, look, that was my first initial hustle, man. And I just want to tell this story, man. I remember working at McDonald's, bro. This how bad, man, I'm telling you, man, this how bad I've been wanting this shit my whole life, bro. I kid you not. It's probably my third week. Nah, maybe it was. It might have been like a month. I hadn't been working at McDonald's long after starting. I worked for McDonald's for like 2 years in high school to finish off high school, but it didn't take long for like me to kind of become the guy at McDonald's, because I wanted the money. Anytime they called me in, I would come in and work late. I come in early. I ain't had no problem working the front. I could work the grill. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my boys used to say I used to work at the Krusty Krab and all SpongeBob on that motherfucker. Like, hey, I could do it all. I could work the window, front, back. I could take the order and take the money at the same time. Come on, bro. Like, you don't see that no more these days. People can't do both. They can't count the money and take the order. I could multitask, bro. It was literally 2 screens, and you had to watch the camera to see which side. Man, I got wicked with it. Look, but that's not the point. So, working at McDonald's, man, I remember, like, I'm telling you, man, it had to be about 3 weeks. So I wasn't getting that many paychecks at the time. And we used to get paid weekly when I first started working there. Then we got new owners and all hell broke loose. That's when that motherfucker went down. So anyways, bro, no bull, man. My manager that worked there, but that was my dog too. You know, he real cool, man. I hope he's still doing good. I ain't talked to him in a minute, but bro come up to me. He tell me, they used to call me Rico in that mug, bro, Rico. So, for real, because I used to look like a little Mexican, man. So he used to call me Rico, man. Look, I come in, I'm working, man. I'm chilling, man. It's gonna be a chill. It's looking like a chill day, man. It's the summertime too, and I always had like a morning to like a late afternoon shift or like mid-afternoon shift. So I always was able to get off and hit the parties that night. So it worked out real cool, worked out real smooth. And man, on this particular day, got me outside, man. Or excuse me, I'm inside, I'm working, doing my thing, man. We chilling. I'm eating chicken nuggets, and eating fries. I'm talking to the girls, man. Doing my thing, man. Busting. Man, the manager come up and tell me, hey, Rico. I'm like, what you need, bro? Like, tell me. He's like, hey, bro, you gonna hate me for this? I'm like, bro, it ain't nothing I can't do in the store. Like, what could it really be? You want me to sweep the lobby, take trash out? Like, that was nothing to me, bro. That was really downtime. Bro hit me with the, Rico, I need you to go out and sweep the parking lot. I really looked at dog. I said, nigga, what? Like, sweep the parking lot? I'm like, come on, bro. It's bad enough that, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, bro, you want to go sweep the park? I'm like, sweep outside? I'm like, bro, that don't make any sense. Like, why would I go outside and sweep dirt? I'm like, bro, there's nothing like major out there. Like, why do I need to go outside? You know, I'm gonna take glasses. I can't do it. I gotta get the things fixed or something. Like, I gotta get the little things fixed. Shit bothering the hell out of me though. So, I gotta look at my eyes today. So yeah, man. Manager tell me, like, Rico, I need you to go out there and sweep the floor, sweep the ground and everything, like sweep the parking lot, excuse me. So that meant to walk away and literally like in the lot. And at the time of the day, the lot is empty. So you could actually see like a good amount of trash through that joint. And bruh, soon as I go outside, bruh, across the street, so coming out the front door to McDonald's, you can see the drive-thru across the way, across the parking lot to the KFC Taco Bell. All my homeboys pulling up, man. They in the car and shit. Niggas all see me, man. They get to laugh. Reek, what you doing, man? What you on, man? Leave that alone, man. Like, talk about embarrassment, man. That was the last thing I wanted to see. Good thing it wasn't no girls. But hey, they had me cold, man. They had me cold, man. They had me cold. And I remember my manager, bro, was a young dude too. You know, he might have only been like 22, 23 at the time. But I'm 15, 16 years old, maybe 14, something like that. And bro just tell me, he like, look, man, they laughing now, but all them niggas in that car, they ain't got no money. They ain't out here, which was facts. None of them niggas in the car had no money. I was having way more money than them dudes at school. I had way better drip, clothes, like, cause I'm getting a paycheck, bro. Like, I don't have to ask my mom's for nothing. Not that I was really getting too much of like Jordans and clothes like that, but bro, I was able to hustle up, get my own kit, sneakers whenever they dropped. I could go, and then I started spending money different, you know, in the little bit I was getting. And eventually it all worked out, but I saved up enough money and I got a car. And I tell that story, man, to start this episode off, start this segment off, man, just really showing I really been dedicated to this shit, bro. I've been willing to do whatever it takes, feel uncomfortable, be out of place, try new things. I've always been like that. Even when I didn't like something, man, my mom used to tell me this all the time, even when you wouldn't commit to something or try your hardest, you always stuck it through. Like, you always saw it through. I never quit, man, until a better opportunity presented itself and it was time for that chapter to close or that door to shut and me to move forward. But I remember that feeling that it felt when the guys at the time seen me across the street. I can't even say that my homeboys and nothing like that. Like, I might have fucked with just one of them, if we being real. But that feeling, and then somebody coming over to me and telling me, you looking at the glass half empty, change your perspective. Nigga, you might be outside sweeping right now, but you finna get a paycheck. When you walk in here, you always got a nice pair of pants on, shirt, pair of shoes. Like I said, I was able to get a whip after that, so I had something stable enough to drive, get me to and from. And we ain't talking no beater, like this. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a clean whip. 03 Ford Explorer, man, red with 7 seats. Come on, boy. Anytime we rolled out, we taking my whip, man. That got kind of played out after a while, but I had the biggest truck, man. Come on, man. Whole gang one ride out. I made sure that it happened. So again, the importance of really just having somebody there, unemotionally attached to your situation, to give you an honest answer, not an emotional one, man. He told me straight up, bro, like, you gonna be better than them dudes, man. They laughing, they don't see the work, the hustle, the grind that come behind this shit. Mind you, this same dude was the manager at McDonald's, was a tattoo and a barber. And he worked all three hustles. So when he left McDonald's, man, we used to be the closing shift at McDonald's, man. So some nights I'd be there with bro, we'd be goofing off, fucking off and shit till like 2 in the morning. And leave up out of there, man. We might hang out in the parking lot, get into some mess, some riffraff, whatever. And then, bro, he was hitting the club and he was hustling up again. Then he get up that morning, he cutting hair from a certain time. So, bro, hustlers we just know how to find each other, bro. And that's what I'm gonna get into step one, man, us leading to the first step. And what I'm gonna break down to y'all today, man, go ahead. You see me open up my marker. Got my whiteboard here with y'all, man. Brings me to the first thing we'll talk about today. This is going to be called 5 Pillars of a Hustler. All right, 5 Pillars of a Hustler. So the board only so big, I really ain't got nothing to erase it with either. So just remember 5 Pillars of a Hustler. Write that down on the top of your paper, and we're gonna get to it, man. I can make it fit. Look, let me do it like this. So, man, I can't even. It's not the best. You kind of come to the edge of the seat. We're gonna do 5 pillars of a hustler. Y'all may be able to see that, but I'm gonna just keep it close here and just read it with y'all. The first thing. So what did I say? A hustler came and talked to a young Padawan, a young hustlers at the time, man. I'm 15, 16. I said, boots getting wet in the ground, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, little money in my pocket, about $300-400 every week, man. That was good money at the time, bro. It was good money at the time. Don't get me wrong, man. I said, I was getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Enough to buy Jordans, man. You're talking 2 pairs of shoes a week, a pair of pants, something like that. I was able to go off campus, get something to eat. Anytime me and my homeboys, you know what I'm saying, rode out somewhere, I had my own. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had to ask my mom for money after that. like that changed everything, bro. It really did. Getting a job. So this was, now I'm aware of being a hustler. I'm getting to this money, man. Like I said, I've always been legit. Man. Ain't never, nothing like that. So the first thing is, man, look, you got a fellowship. 5 pillars of a chairman. First one is fellowship. All right. Fellowship. Bring my phone right here. Got a little bit of notes, man. It's a lot of information. So the first thing with fellowshipping is, all right, I'm gonna spin this a couple ways, but this is what we're gonna start with. I'm gonna close this marker so I don't get dry. I only got one. So fellowship. When we fellowship, that means you need to converse, put yourself around, listen to, interact with other hustlers, other entrepreneurs, other business owners, other hard workers, okay? Honest, developing workers, people that you know you can learn something from, or they can learn something from you. But y'all need to fellowship. These need to be people where you have the same ideology, okay? Because the work ethic that is required to fall into this category and be a true grinder, a true hustler, most people are gonna look at you crazy. I was watching a video and I was on TikTok or Instagram or something like that, man. I'm just late at night. I like to go through different content, see what y'all know. Like I said, I'm a tradesman, so sometimes I watch trade individuals. Sometimes I'm watching motivational speakers, podcasters, digital entrepreneurs. These are all things that are focal to my plan, to my goal. So it all makes sense, right? And this is what I'm feeding myself and with knowledge and visually seeing these things and putting myself in the realm, like with a vision board, but with other people's what was the word I'm looking for? With other people's belongings. All right, so I'm picturing myself in their place with their things. On my wall right here, I got a Bentley Continental up here on my wall, which sits over my desk. That's the next whip I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? I'm envisioning myself already there, okay? In my room behind you guys, I've got a mansion, it's got like 4-floor mansion, man. It's a corner house, square. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Long glass windows, glass balcony. It's got a pool, steps coming down from the house to the pool off the deck, the garage underneath. Like literally I planned everything out. I put the house up top because I want my garage underground. So when you come through my driveway, it's got a big loop driveway, but you can also take it down. You know what I'm saying? All types of things. And this is important because it's part of that fellowship. And people that are not on this level or that don't think this way yet, they won't understand the purpose of having a vision board. They're not going to understand why you get up at the same time every single day, even on the weekends, because you know you still got to put in work. Even though you put in 40 hours at your job, you know you got to come home and still work your 5 to 9 or your 5 to 10. So you got a fellowship. Put yourself around individuals such as myself. Tune into videos such as this one and get around the word, the gospel. What is your grandmother and your mother? What do they do every Wednesday, Thursday, and every Sunday? They go to fellowship. They go to Bible study. They are fellowshipping amongst others because they know they need to be around the right people in the right environment. It's going to create the right feeling so that I can go out there and do the right things so that I can get the right results. All right. What you think creates how you feel. How you feel creates how you perform. Your performance creates how you react. Okay. And your reactions and actions, they lead to your character. All right. They lead to your character, man. So first one, man, fellowship. You got a fellowship. All right. Pillar number 1. You know, instead of dots, we're going to do pillar number 1. All right. Fellowship. Number 2. All right. Number 2. We're getting into it, man. If y'all like what y'all hearing, man, like, subscribe, send this video to somebody, man. Share this with somebody that you know needs to hear this. A lot of times, just about really showing somebody that you care, man. You send them some positive information. When the last time somebody sent you something positive that corresponded to your life? You know what I'm saying? So, and really meant something valuable to you. Like, send this to somebody, share it with them, even if you just want to send them that one clip, man. But I got a lot more coming for y'all. So I want y'all to do that right now while we get into step number 2. Give y'all a second, man. Like, comment, share. do something with the video, man. Put it out there. Share this with somebody. Let's keep making sure that more and more people are waking up. All right, it's 2026. It's a get rich year. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. It's a must get rich year. Literally, if you don't change your financial situation, your physical situation, your mental, and your spiritual, man, if you don't fix up on any of those, you don't even really want it, man. You just stay up under the rock that you in and make way for the people that want to succeed, man. Look, this information is for everybody, okay? Everybody. But only certain people are going to use it, man. Look, all right? So look, step number 2, develop a system. Develop a system. Okay? So develop a system. What does system stand for? What is a system? All right? System is an acronym for save yourself. What does it? Save yourself stress, time, energy, and last but not least, what was the last one? I'm sorry, make sure I got it right. Yep, make sure I'm not going crazy. That money on, man, that money. All right, save yourself. So the purpose of a system is to save yourself. Okay, real quick, I can't let you dry up. So long we got. So, developing a system. Step number 2, a system is meant to save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. Okay? Last thing you want to be doing is stressing. We're here to work smarter, not harder. All right? Napoleon Hill, it's not one of the first books I read, but like getting back into business over this past year, one of the books that I reread to light a fire back up underneath me was Think and Grow Rich. A lot of times I find myself working hard to get rich. The book is called Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. When I'm working too hard, or when I'm so set on something, now I'm like, working too hard again. I'm stressing myself out. All right, I'm stressing myself out. Cut the stress. Again, the book is called Think and Grow Rich. Your mindset is going to be what will physically make you rich. Okay, mentally make you rich before the money physically comes in. Remember, this is a behavior change we're working on. Yes, we're going to hustle and do some physical things to get to the money, but there has to be a mental switch in our minds first. We have to turn the light on. All right, you ever like knock, anybody home kind of thing? Like do that against your head and turn that light switch on. Like knock, anybody home? Wake up. All right. The first thing we're doing is saving ourselves stress. Next thing, time. Time is of the essence. You need to have time management. When you get off, let's just say you're doing this. All right, I'm just kind of take the average. My average fellas right now, my average guys that might be working whatever job you may be working. You might work the night shift, you might work the morning shift, whatever. If you're working a regular 9 to 5 or daytime job and you get off, let's say 5, 6 o'clock, let's just say you have your 5 to 9. Now you can maximize, stay up late and keep going, but if you got 3 things you really want to get done today, for example, I had to finish up on some paperwork today, study for my exam. All right, got my plumbing exam coming up within the next couple weeks, so I need to make sure I'm sharp on that. And I also wanted to make sure that I did a lesson and brought this video to you guys. Well, I want to make sure that I'm diligent in each of these things. I also want to make sure I have the energy and I can give my full force to it. Mind you, I still did work a full shift today. So a lot of my brain power, I'm a problem solver out here in this world. So a lot of my brain problem, you only have so much throughout the day. Remember that. Your brain can physically only retain and regurgitate information for a certain amount of time. All right, so if you take it so much in, eventually you're gonna need a break. If you're thinking about so many things, and like I said, being a problem solver, your mind is constantly working. Your brain needs a break too. All right, so usually I come home, take a mental break. Sometimes I might just get right to it. Okay, if I'm really feeling froggy and like down low that day, hey, I'm hitting it. I'm hitting the gym. All right, my weight room right in here. I'm busting, getting the weights, and that's gonna build a dopamine, which will then be released for me to get back to doing my work. All right, a burst of energy that I need to get me back on track. Time management is the most important. Somebody told me, stop trying to squeeze everything into one day. Break it up. Break it up, okay? You getting everything done in one day, it doesn't guarantee that you're gonna hit the next level, or you're gonna be quick enough to move on to the next thing. I finished just a little briefing, man, a little briefing. I ain't gonna tell you, hey, man, I ain't gonna tell you, hey, look, but hey, I finished up on something I've been working on. It's been taking me about a month or so. I finally finished it, but it's not totally done yet. Okay, I still got to go back, edit, revise it. I have some people looking over that, my assistants going over that right now as well too, just double checking on some things. So I was glad, I felt a sense of accomplishment that I was able to get that done and take the rough draft to the next stage. Now we're in the editing stage of things, all right? And once we're done editing, we're then to the final copy where everything can be released. So think about it with what you have to do for the day. Maybe you just want to, just to say, clean up on your room, and you got a bunch of stuff done. Like you need to clean up your house. Start with just your room, clean just your closet. And the sense of achievement from getting that one thing done, that one small goal done, will be a win for you. Every day, we just want to get one win. Every day, we want to get 1% better. Because at the end of the year, 365 days, we've grown 365%. Okay, remember, we're compounding. It's not going to happen overnight. Little steps, man. The power of compounding is very real. Write that down. Energy. Okay, again, that ties in with your stress and your energy. It takes more energy to be upset and to be panicking and racing to do things than it does to be cool, calm, and relaxed with a low heart rate and just calmly doing things. Still being very intentional, but being calm, moving with a purpose more so than moving with urgency. The wrong kind of urgency, put it like that. And lastly, the money, all right? The money. The money is important because we want to be making sure it get compounded. Everything got to be stacking up. All right, we want to see growth. We want to see bigger investments, bigger bank accounts, bigger fundings, things like that. So your money, you cannot be so quick. Now, granted, when you out here, you invest into things, it's part of the game, man. Sometimes you're going to have to lose a little money to make money, but make sure you are not just throwing your money away. All right, be frugal with it. Understand what it is that you're paying for. If you're getting yourself a course, okay, what are you planning? What is the goal from you purchasing the course? What do you plan to develop from that course? You paying for a mentorship. What is that mentor going to teach you? What are you going to learn from them? What type of steps? So just be mindful where your money's going. Little things, you don't need it. Like, hey, you ready to spend $500 on the camera to start vlogging, and like, bro, your phone worked just fine. Use your phone, all right? And when you start generating some money into your business, then start kicking a little more out. But start, and be mindful, be frugal with your money. That's a very serious thing, man. The way that the price of everything is going up lately too, man, you want to be very frugal with your money, because other than that, man, you're going to be caught up in that loop and you're going to stay broke. All right, so we're going to keep it moving, man. You're going to spend too much time on the money, man. Too much more time on it at that. All right, step number three. All right, we networking. So, number 4, networking. Who are you conversing with? All right, who are you having conversations with? Are you showing your plan? Are you showing your business? Are you letting people know about what you got going on? If you hustling and you're an entrepreneur, there's a lot of people that want to get into doing their own thing, man, some kind of way. If you want to be independent, but it's going to require you to get out there, share what it is that you have. What kind of service are you bringing to people? How can your service be of service to them? Okay, can people use you? All right, people, you want to be used, you want to be useful, but don't let nobody misuse you. All right, don't forget that. So again, what service, product, relation, what is your network like that you can bring to somebody else and put them in position to win? It's not always about you. Maybe somebody that's looking for something, and somebody over here that can help them out. What can you do to bring these two people together? You know, they might really appreciate that and both look at you like, hey man, we owe you one. Okay, sometimes it's better to put people in other people in position to win, and you know, you get an opportunity on the back end. So everything doesn't always have to happen right there in the moment, right there being seen, and it doesn't always have to be for you. Okay, the right thing is to do things for other people. It will always be greatly rewarded by the universe, man. That's a fact. All right, number four. We got two more, man. Y'all still with me, man? You holding it down. We're going to keep on going, man. We're going to leave that down there. This is my favorite one. This is the most important one, man. Put a star by number 4, all right? Because number 4 is hustle. All right, 5 pillars of a hustler. 5 pillars of a hustler. Number 4 is to hustle. Number 4 is actually physically going out, doing the work. So if that means you need to get up, clock in, you need to get out, pass out your business cards, you need to get up, make you some videos, you need to edit some videos, whatever it is. You need to network, fellowship, you're doing your affirmations, you need to write your goals down, you write down a plan of where you want to be by the end of 2026, where you want to be by the middle of 2026, where you want to be by the end of the week, what you want to achieve today when you get up and go out here into this real world. And come on, man, got to put in the work. It's time to show up. We can't stay in the house, man. Look, you might have read the book from cover to cover and, you know, passed the class, but what kind of experience do you have? When a job brings you on, you did 4 years of college, but what kind of experience do you have? You know, so when I'm out doing all these different things, I tell people about the history that I have in the trades. They like, okay, man, that's real cool. You know, you done read so many different things, but what kind of experience do you have? And I tell them, like, look, man, I got over 10 years experience doing X, Y, and Z. I've been out here hustling. I've been getting it. This is not new to me. I've been doing this. So look, hustle. All right, this is a key thing right here, man. You gotta be willing to hustle. Okay, you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk, man? Can you show up and hustle? Are you actually putting in the work? Ask yourself every single day, did I put in enough work? Did I give it all? Did I give it my all? All right, and the last thing, man, number 5 is going to be what I put down, revise. All right, so revise. I want to read this actually, what I put down in my notes for y'all real quick. And that one, revise, all right? And what I put down, let me just read this, got a little passage for y'all. Revise. Reflect on the day you are having, periodically or at the end before resting. Write down what you did wrong or what you did right. Reflect on what you want to do better for the next day. So one day at a time, all right? One day at a time, one single step at a time. Don't overthink this, okay? Hustling it's a lot more simpler than you think. It's not easy though, but it is simple, man. That's why we tell y'all, man, cut the stress, save yourself energy, time, and money, man. When you hustling, don't overwork yourself, man. Work to your best ability, whether that's mentally or physically, okay? And at the end of the day, revise. Think about the day, the steps that you took. What did you do right? Reward yourself. You got up on time. You know, all week you've been getting up at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. You know, that's important because you might go Monday through Friday, but what are you doing Saturday and Sunday? Look, man, a hustler, we clock in every day. We don't have no days off because we understand, hey, a lot can change, a lot can be changed, a lot can be wasted. You know, there are days to rest and recoup. But for the most part, man, we out here getting it. We out here getting it because the goal, the dream is so big. Why would I take a day off and that could be the day that I won? So it's like, shit, man, forget that. We go every day, man. Look, there's not a single day that I don't wake up at 6:30, 7 o'clock at the latest, you know, and I'm getting to it. Saturday, Sunday, holiday, Tuesday, Friday, it doesn't matter. I'm up getting to it. Okay? Sleeping in for me is sleeping till like 8 o'clock. I'm being real with y'all. I used to say, you know, you want to be up and moving no later than 10 o'clock at the latest, but 10 o'clock, man, bro, me waking up at 10 o'clock has been a difference of me making $1,000 that morning or making no money. Like, for real. It's been days where I'm sleeping, man. This actually happened a couple months ago, man. I remember this. This is why I stopped doing that. Because look, I woke up, what time I wake up? I might have woke up at 8 o'clock originally or 7 o'clock. And my alarm go off every day at 7. Boom, I'm thinking about getting up. I'm like, man, I'm a little tired though, man. I've been working hard all week. It was a great week. Don't get me wrong. It was a great week. I remember this vividly. And it's just like, bro, I'm going to sleep in. I should have saw it through though. All right. I should have finished the run. I kind of cut myself short. I didn't give it my all. And man, I ended up sleeping in. And I guess I was a little bit more tired than I thought. Slept till like 11, 12 o'clock, man. I missed on like a $500 play. You know, a $500 play, man. I ended up getting it on the back end, but it's like, man, I want it. When I think about something, I want to go get it right now. I want it right now. I don't like waiting on nothing. If I can make it happen, do it today. Winners do it today. Okay, I don't believe in procrastinating, all right? Because procrastination is an arrogant assumption that tomorrow is promised. So it was arrogant of me to think that shit. Me sleeping in, I still go get that paper. Like, man, things could have really been different. I could have been big empty-handed, you know? So just tell that little story real quick, man, so you can put you in the mindset of like, if you're thinking about something, get up and do it now. When I thought about this video and how I wanted to make it and how I wanted to break this down, 5 pillars of a hustler, this goes back to some information I learned years ago. Man, I paid thousands of dollars for this kind of stuff. And it just like clicked, like, bro, I'm laying in bed last night. I kid you not. No, I'm driving home, man. Driving home last night. I'm just like, bro, I need to get home, find that book, and take some notes real quick. Let me get my reading together so I can put this plan together for y'all, man. This gets very in depth. I can go on for hours about this, but I'm just giving y'all a teaser. Man. Book a call if you want to know anything. You want me to go deeper into any one of these or even all of these, man. I got consultations. Book that through hustlelogic.net. We can set up a 30-minute or 45-minute consultation, and I can go deeper into this and really give you the gems, the sauce. I'm going to do a part 2. All right. There's 3 parts total that's going to go with this. I might not do them all in order, so just be on the lookout. But man, I want to start bringing different things like this to y'all. So one last time, 5 pillars of a hustler. Step number 1, fellowship. Get with your fellow hustlers. All right. Talk to other hustlers, listen to other hustlers, podcasts, audios, phone calls, whatever, webinars. Just get around them, fellowship, listen to them. If you don't even speak and put your 2 cents in, your 4 cents in, man, just get around them and listen. Okay. Number 2, develop a system. Okay. You need to come up with a diligent plan of how you plan to move every single day. All right. It needs to be so embedded in you that it becomes second nature. All right. Built into your subconscious. Develop a system. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. All right. Those are very key, important things. I hope you got that written down just like that. Step number 3, networking. Who are you talking to? Who are you sharing your plan with? Who are you a little bit like a step further than fellowshipping, but who are you collabing with? Okay. That's something I need to work on, my networking. I'm not collabing with enough people. You know, I've done 2 so far. Don't get me wrong, but I like to get more out there, you know? So that's something I need to work on my, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, a step at a time, man. I gotta brush up, man. I ain't say I was perfect. Now look, man, I'm still doing it though. All right, number 4, man, hustle. This is my favorite one right here, man. It's my favorite one. I love the grind. I love the hunt. I love all of it, man. I love everything about life, man. I love the wins. I love the losses. I love the happy endings. I love the sad ones too, man. I just love the game, man. Look, I'm here. I'm just gonna make the best of it, man. I love the game, man. Look, to me, it don't bother me if it ain't gonna get me in prison or if it ain't gonna kill me, man. If it ain't about death, something like that. So other than that, man, there's no reason to not be out here giving it your all every single day. Again, we just looking to get 1% better every single day. Lastly, revise. Think back before you rest that night. Did you have the kind of day that you intended to have? Did you look good? Did you feel good? Did you perform well? Okay. Is your character still right? Do you have integrity? You know, what are the things that you did very well that you're proud of? And what did you do that you may not be proud of? You drank a little alcohol. You smoked that blunt. You smoked that cig. You did exercise. You know, you cut on that last rep. You only did 9 instead of 10. What is it? Okay, because nobody may not have seen that, but you know it. All right. And if you are cheating yourself, eventually your subconscious will develop and think that cheating is okay. Selling yourself short, doing things half-assed is okay. It's not the right way, man. All you're doing is sabotaging yourself and your own success. So, hey, just be honest. Just be honest with yourself, man. Look, again, nobody's looking, but you are looking. When you stand in that mirror, be honest with the man in the mirror, bro. So, hey, 5 pillars of a hustler, man. It's 5 pillars of a hustler. If you locked in, you loaded, you ready to run. Hey, man, let me see some hustle in the chat, man. Put some hustle in the chat. So, like I said, there will be 2 more parts to this. Definitely say this video, man. Screenshot this if need be. Hit me in the DMs, comments, wherever, man. You can contact me at successor_Reek. So this up here, man. Mr. Hustle Logic himself, you dig? But this was an important segment for me today. I knew when I came home, man, I'm like, I gotta get this information out of my head. I gotta get it on the board. I gotta get it to my people. So look, I done gave y'all the full spill, the full breakdown. Definitely ask some questions, man. If y'all ain't ask no questions or get no comments, then I ain't doing something right, man. Look, hey, let me know something, man. Let me know something. Other than that, stay tuned for part 2, man. That'll be coming very soon. And hey, keep showing love, man. Run up the website, book a consultation, man. Leave some comments on the post on YouTube, the shorts, the reels on Instagram, TikTok as well. You can find me on TikTok. All platforms, man. I'm serving it up, giving it to y'all real and raw, bro. Straight up. So look, tapped in. It looked good, man. Hey, hey, it's solid. It's solid. So that's it, man. Locked in with the successor. Hey, it's another episode of Hustle Logic, Hustle Talk TV, man. Remember, it's a TV show, man. It ain't no podcast, man. Get at me. Holla at your boy. Let's get it.